Hey everyone, Pupsker here, and today in the First Descendant, we're going to talk about how you can get Ultimate Ajax as fast as possible in the game. Just keep in mind though, Ultimate Ajax is more of a late game farm, so you do have to unlock hard mode, meaning you have to complete the entire story in the game, and that probably will take you tens of hours, so keep that in mind. This isn't an early game farm by any means. You can always check your access info, go to your Descendant, and go to your Ultimate Ajax right here. 3 parts required as usual: enhanced stealths, stabilizers, and the Ajax spiral. You can always hit F on how to acquire the smaller resources, and it can quickly tell you which maps to farm it up. But let's start off with Ultimate Ajax Enhanced Cells. You were able to get this one in the... Okay, no, you can actually do it in a little bit of normal mode. You can do White Knight Gulch normal for the Void Fusion Reactor for White Knight Gulch Hatchery. Not too bad. For that, you get Amorphous Pattern 35. You would need to farm this hatchery mission. Drops at a low rate, so not really the ideal farm by any means, okay? A lot of these farms are just pain in the butt like that, and you'll always have to click on hit acquire. This one is Fortress Hard, Abyssal Void Fusion Reactor for the Fortress Fallen Ark. And in order to get the Amorphous Pattern 121, which that fusion reactor opens, you need to run the Fortress Hard Converters Facility Vulgus Strategic Outpost. So that'll be the fastest way. You can do Hard Mode Executioner with Amorphous Material Pattern 57. A lot of people might prefer this one, and you just get that from the Magister Lab, so you'd have to run this in hard mode. But again, the drop rate is not that good, it looks like. So it doesn't even show up there. Is it hard or is it normal mode? Am I going crazy? Amorphous Pattern 2. Now it looks like it might just not be fully showing up there. I don't know if that's a bug or if I'm blind, but I feel like that's probably a bug. But it's hard to say, But either way, for your boy Ultimate Ajax, it is all over the place. Yeah, no, it says that that's the only place to get that. So it's either not showing up or it's like one of those guaranteed drops type of deal. But I'll have to check that out later. In order to get the stabilizer, I haven't unlocked Frostwalker myself, but you can do the hard mode Hagios or Sterile Land Abyssal Void Fusion Reactors. For this one, you need to farm Repository Sterile Land. So again, that's at a 25% rate. And then you have the additional reward for successful infiltration. That is if you use Sharon, if you stealth in and you hack their console. So Sharon, OP for these farms. Remember that. I should probably make a video and talk about that once I unlock Sharon. A lot to talk about in this game, and a lot that I still need to farm up, because it is quite a large game, but that's about where you get that. You can look at all of them. This one is in Forward Base, Vulgus Strategic Outpost, same idea there. And then for the Ajax Spiral Catalyst Blueprint, you can run hard mode Swamp Walker, hard mode Molten Fortress, really high level and all that, or you can go to White Knight Gulch Abyssal Void Fusion Reactor, and in order to farm up Amorphous Material 98, you can do White Knight Gulch right here and farm up that zone recon mission. It's actually not a bad drop chance. 25% chance for the Amorphous Material. You can get shape stabilizers, right? And then you can again use Sharon to get that bonus right there. Sometimes if you have a Sharon in public, you can just wait, they will infiltrate, you go in, kill the boss, and then everyone gets maybe more loot. So very nice like that. If we go to the last access info for Ajax, you need to get his Ultimate Ajax code. This drops from Hard Dead Bride. Okay, not bad. Second boss, understandable. And then we have Agnes Desert Hard Abyssal Void Fusion. Yeah, you get like much better loot when you turn on all the modifiers. Like, let me show you. Because hard mode is a modifier thing. So there's 5 different modifiers you can throw on, and it does give you enhanced drop rates for Amorphous Material, and it gives you enhanced drop rates, pretty much 100% chance at Amorphous Material, and enhanced drop rates at the stabilizers, up to 20% drop rate and 100% drop rates on the Amorphous Material. So once you unlock hard mode, it is a lot faster to farm up. Like, this doesn't show you the full breadth of it, right? Like, this is Sterile Land. outposts. Oh god, where was the one I wanted to look at? Because it was a mission. Those ones you can farm up regularly, but the regular missions get you a increased drop rate usually, right? So these missions right here, you turn on modifiers, and then you can get a higher drop rate for them. I'll quickly show you in case people are curious, but that's how you can get all of the amorphous material real fast, because you can guarantee more amorphous material, but it's because it's a longer mission. So I'll show you the modifiers, and maybe I'll make a video talking about the modifiers on their own so that people are aware of it. But this is why hard mode is kind of a nice farm once you unlock it, at least compared to normal mode. Because you have 100% drop rates if you play well. Oh, I could teleport to the mission instantly from Albion? I didn't even realize. Either way, the drop rates are as follows. You enhanced all these, and then you get enhanced rewards. So you can turn on modifiers to get yourself more kill score, which means a higher chance at getting guaranteed 2 amorphous material patterns and a 20% drop rate at the shape stabilizer form, which shape stabilizer form enhances drop rates from the amorphous material pattern. So this is why it's good to run the hard mode missions, and you have to run it in private. Like, there is no public operation. You are running it private, okay? Like, it's good stuff overall. Good stuff. There's a lot of loot. Yeah, I know. There's like resistances, boosts here, all that jazz. You have your legend, if anyone wants to look around that. You can lower your difficulty. You know, you have your difficulty level rewards. This way, you can search through everything if you want to. But it's a little annoying. It tells you what type of loot. Oh my god. What type of loot you get there. There's a lot of areas to look at, okay? And there is a lot to look at in this game, so it's a large game. Let's finally take a look at the amorphous material itself for Ajax, or sorry, Ultimate Ajax. There is the one non-hard mode amorphous material pattern. The issue is this bad boy. Yeah, it's a huge drop tail for everything. Don't worry about it, I know. This has a terrible drop rate for Ajax. So it drops the Ultimate Ajax Enhanced Cell Blueprint at 3 or an enhanced 6% drop rate. So you probably don't want to bother with that, right? Because it's still normal mode, but you're going to have to unlock hard mode to get everything else. Whereas this one, Ultimate Ajax Enhanced Cell Blueprints, default 10% drop, and then goes to a 16% drop if you upgrade it. This one has the Ultimate Ajax Stabilizer at a 6 to 10% drop, whereas this one has the Ultimate Ajax Code at a 6 to 10% drop. I think usually the Code is going to be the hardest to farm up. There will probably be Ultimate Ajax Stabilizers that are better drop rate, but we'll continue on. Another Spiral Catalyst Blueprint at a 6% rate. And by the way, higher number means it'll be harder to farm later in the game. Like, for example, this would be, what, in like a first area, Kingston or Echo Swamp, whereas this would be like White Knight Gulch or, what, Hagios or the Fortress area. So remember that. Usually the higher level ones will have overall better drop rates for the hard rare stuff, but Ultimate Ajax Spiral 6% to 10, Ultimate Ajax Spiral 6 to Catalyst, and yeah, both 6 to 10% drop rates, right? Crazy. This one goes Code 6 to 10%, another Ultimate Ajax Code 6 to 10%. So as you're seeing, the drop rates for Ultimate Ajax are really low, and you can farm him early and it'll be really hard, or you can give it more time, but his drop rate's not high. Another Catalyst, 6 to 10%. This one has, there we go, Ultimate Ajax Enhanced Cell Blueprint, another like 10 to 16%, but Catalyst and everything else is still hard. Because you have his Stabilizer, it goes from a 6 to a 10% drop chance there, and then you have another Stabilizer, 6 to 10 drop chance there. So that's the fastest you can possibly farm him, but the drop rates are terrible, and he is an end game hard farm. So you're not expected to be able to farm him up quickly or easy. He is going to be one of the more annoying ones. Ultimate Bunny and I believe Ultimate Lepic have much better drop rates for a lot of their parts. Like, they have some at 20% and some at like 36%, but Ultimate Ajax does not. So the fastest you can farm him up properly in the game is getting to hard mode and then pushing so you have some of those mid-level bosses unlocked, at least up to like 88. So then you can farm technically the entire Ajax set. You don't actually need to do these higher tier ones, the harder later on bosses, because the drop rates from these pretty much equal out to be the same. So yeah, you're pretty much good to go there. But that is how you farm Ultimate Ajax in the First Descendant. As always, let me know if it helped. If it didn't, I cry every time. You can like the video, comment down below, use my creator code Nexon First Descendant creator code Pupsker #8809 if you ever buy anything in game and want to support the channel. It's in the description as well if you want to link your account. Either way, it's going to be a huge grind to farm all of the ultimates. I'll get my last couple of videos talking about Viesa and I think Glay done, and then maybe we'll talk about more of the regular Descendants, because we really need to talk about how to farm Sharon, because she is very, very useful, right, for getting more loot. Either way, thank you all so much. More First Descendant videos to come. Cheers.